crazy driver. My usual setup on the way to the gym, BCAAs, finishing my coffee. Still fighting off the cold just a little bit. Hoping that it goes away before Saturday because I want to feel my tip-top shape. But today, our entire team has the class workout, which Alex programs for us every now and then, usually like 2 to 3 times a week. So we're all gonna do that together today as our last workout before the competition. Hi, princess! So we just decided that we're gonna like snatch heavy today. Last day that we can snatch before the competition. But we don't have any snatches in the competition. Besides me, I do. I do. You do. You have power though.
You seem a little lost. Where did you leave your mind? I can barely see you in all these flashing lights. I'll lead the way if you follow close behind. Let's put everything at stake. It's a risk we have to take.
Hello. Those whiskers, you're such a seal. So, back home and it is shake time. I'm gonna do some ice, frozen blueberry, banana, probably either vanilla or strawberry protein, and some Cummins protein popcorn, the usual. You guys know when I get into a routine of something, I'm like so in the routine that I just keep eating it every single day. So it is 12 o'clock and that is what's going to be my post-workout shake. So I will show you guys how delicious it is. So it's been about 2.5 hours and I got some emails done, cleaned the house, did some laundry, and right now I'm doing a bit more meal prep. I noticed that in my meal prep Monday video, a ton of people were asking, oh my god, how does that food last you for a whole week? It doesn't. It lasts me for like 2 days. I've mentioned this before. I don't meal prep for an entire week at once. I don't like the way that the food tastes after like 3 or 4 days, so I typically stick to 1 to 2 days, like 2 lunches, 2 dinners. But in this case, I also am making like an entire thing of beef. I'm about to put some sweet potatoes in there. I got burnt broccoli. I'm gonna make some asparagus. Definitely like getting all prepared for the remainder of this week, making sure that my food is on point. I just figured I'd give you guys an update. This is not like a meal prep video or anything, but I did want to tell you like what types of foods I'm eating this week prior to the competition, and in a little bit we'll do like a sit down and I'll talk about like how I'm prepping, what I'm bringing, and just things like that, because I have not done a CrossFit competition since having my YouTube channel. So for now I'm gonna finish meal prepping and I will show you guys everything that I finish as soon as it's done. All right, bam. Second day of the week meal prep is done. I like to do it on Mondays and Wednesdays, sometimes Thursday on my rest day. But here I've got 2 4-ounce hamburgers of extra lean ground beef, some jasmine rice, boiled sweet potatoes, garbanzo beans, broiled asparagus, burnt broccoli, chicken, green wise chicken tenderloin, and extra lean ground beef. And you know, a lot of people tell me like, oh, I hate meal prepping because I hate having the same meals over and over again. How do I fix that? And I think that this is like the best way to do that, because you can have beef with broccoli and rice, or you can have beef with garbanzo beans and sweet potatoes and whatever. Like you can kind of like mix and match as long as you have like everything separated. And that's kind of what I like to do. This is just what works good for me. Occasionally I'll make like separate meals if I know that like I'm on the go and I need to have like chicken, rice, and broccoli or something, and I'll put that in a separate Tupperware. But this is typically how I meal prep, and this is what the remainder of my meals will look like from now until Sunday night. So now that I'm all done, I'm gonna put this all away, go take a shower, and sit down and chat with you guys for the rest of this video. Alright, so I am showered and fresh and ready to talk about this competition. I know that I have posted a few team training videos over the past couple of weeks where we are preparing for this CrossFit competition, and so I figured I would give you guys my favorite tips for competing in CrossFit, like what to eat, what to bring, what to do. This is just kind of like super informal and things that I'm remembering from when I used to compete in CrossFit, and just like things that I wish I knew when I first did competitions. So maybe you're thinking about doing a CrossFit competition, or you just have one planned, or you're just watching my vlogs. So the first thing that I obviously want to talk about, and that's related to the title of this video, is what my diet looks like leading up to a competition. Newsflash, it doesn't look much different than what it does on any other normal day. The reason being is because I don't want to change things too drastically the week before, 2 weeks before a competition, and I think that's going to be like my first tip, is to not change anything drastically. With everything, like with food, with training, with recovery. Like, you don't need to be trying any new things the week leading up to a competition, because something that my old coach told me one time was like, you're already as strong as you're gonna get. You're not gonna get any stronger the week before a meet or a competition. So you don't need to be doing like super heavy back squats, like trying to do a bunch of hypertrophy work. Like, there's nothing more that you can gain in a week that you've already haven't gained over the last, you know, however long you've been lifting. So with that being said, the first thing is I don't really change my diet. Do I become a little bit more strict, if you will, with meal prepping, with making sure my macros are on point and everything like that? Yeah, for sure, but that's just mostly like health benefits internally, more so than anything. I don't really go crazy with like trying new recipes, doing anything different, changing my macros. Everything is pretty much the same. I eat a very well-balanced diet to begin with, so I have a ton of lean meats, a ton of veggies, lots of like protein, complex carbs, and sweet potatoes and jasmine rice and all that kind of stuff that you guys just saw me make. So that's what my diet looks like normally, and that is what it will look like leading up into this weekend. With that being said, I will bring some simple carbs for the day that we're competing, and this is just because it is going to be a very long day. I'm gonna need fast energy. I'm not gonna want anything like heavy. I'm not gonna eat my normal meals on competition day, so I'm gonna stick to like maybe oatmeal in the morning. I'm gonna make sure I have Gatorade, bananas. Sometimes I bring those little like lifesaver gummies. Those are really good. They're just like pure sugar, because you will start to feel drained, and especially in Florida where it's 100 degrees and I don't know if we're competing inside or outside, it's just gonna be so hot. And so I want to make sure that I have enough simple carbs to keep me energized and hydrated and all that kind of stuff. Attaching that to the food, hydration is also super important when you're competing, so I'm gonna make sure that I bring probably an entire gallon along with Gatorade and my BCAAs. And this is also like kind of an add-on to what I said in the beginning. I'm not adding anything new. So this is not the time to play around with like new protein, new BCAAs, new pre-workout. Like, just stick to what you know when it comes to competing, because the last thing you need is like going to do your competition and you're like about to throw up because whatever you just drank did not sit well with you. So just keep that in mind. Stick to what you know. It's better to be safe than sorry. So my diet, my training, everything is pretty much the same. I do like to get like deep tissue or sports massages the day or 2 days before a competition, and I do this with meets too. And I think that this is probably just a like superstitious thing for me, because every single time that I've gotten a 60 or 90-minute sports massage or deep tissue with Frank, the guy who you probably have seen in my previous videos, he's been working on me for like 2 years, I always do really well and I feel really well. And it could just be like a placebo effect, but I absolutely love it. And that's just something that I try to do, I guess maybe to like keep my stress levels down and just stay recovered, stay feeling good, making sure that I'm not like doing anything out of control the week before competition and like getting injured or being really sore. You know, it's kind of common sense. I don't feel like I need to go too much in detail with this, but obviously you just want to make sure that you're fully recovered, you're sleeping enough, you're hydrated, you're not getting injured, and you know, just being smart, okay? Being smart right before a weekend of competition. Other than that, something that I've learned for competing is you definitely want to bring multiple changes of clothes, like everything. Sports bras, underwear, socks, shoes, all kinds of stuff, because you never know like how dirty the place may be. I remember during Wadapalooza when I competed as an individual 2 years ago, I didn't know that there was going to be a 5K run, and like I ran through the mud, and it was like an obstacle course, and my shoes and my socks were soaked, and I had to do the remainder of the workouts with like muddy, wet, nasty socks. So definitely bring extra clothes, bring your gym bag, like overpack what you think, because you don't want to be that person in a competition that's like, oh my god, I forgot this, oh my god, I forgot this, do you have this, do you have this? Like, want to be prepared. Maybe that's just me because I'm like the team mom, but like I'm gonna have band-aids, you know, sporn. Like, you never know, you can never be too prepared, especially when you're about to like go all out and probably much more intense than you usually do. If you're doing a competition, hopefully you've practiced the workouts. As you guys have seen in the previous team training videos, we had to like organize the workouts, especially when you're on a team. You know, we have to like delegate which person does which reps. We have to be in sync for a lot of the things. So our specific competition has definitely taken a lot of practice, and that's why we've had specific days over the past couple of weeks where we've all trained together, because you have to do that. You gotta train with your team. If you're doing an individual competition, I definitely recommend going through the workouts if you know them, practicing them, getting a game plan, because the worst thing is to be unprepared when you go to a competition. You want to have a game plan. If you are super prepared, you'll have a backup plan. But there has been times where I went into a workout thinking I'm gonna do this, and then I stepped into the competition floor and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna die. I can't do that. So I had to like scale accordingly and just do the best I could. And if it's like your first competition or one of your first competitions, obviously, you know, you're not gonna be like able to think about all of that kind of stuff because you're going to be so nervous. But I guess like if you're doing a team competition, it's definitely good to have a plan and have a backup plan when it comes to the structure of the WODs. I think that is everything that I wanted to kind of talk about of this weekend's competition. I am very excited. It is 3 workouts. Well, it's really 4. They count the first one as 2, but it's 3 workouts. And most likely will be like 8 a.m. to noon or 1-ish. I'm hoping they give us at least like an hour to an hour and a half in between each workout. And they are brutal, they're pretty tough, so I'm really just looking forward to giving it all that we can and working together as a team and just seeing what we can do. So I am excited to show you guys that video. Other than that, I'm going to end this vloggy here. I'm going to eat another meal, relax, edit this video, get it up for you guys, and then the next video that you'll see will be the competition video. Woo! So excited. Wrapping it up. I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you so much, and thank you for watching.